What's going on, everybody? This is Jeff with Altcoin Buzz. Today we're going to make kind of a fun video. It's mostly for newbies, but I think even if you're a newbie, it's still kind of fun because, we could talk strategy and we could talk introductions to the markets and how to get going, right? And so you can share this information with your friends. You can optimize it. You can change it. You can fork it. You can do whatever you would like to do. It's your choice. But we're just having a conversation about what I would do if I was to just jump into the market with $1,000. And you could even say, how much should you initially get into? And I'm just using the idea of $1,000 being a good price point because it gives me more flexibility. Sure, you could jump in with $200, you could jump in with $500, but because everything's gone up, including Bitcoin, Litecoin, and all the other coins, this is probably the best price point to jump into the market, and that's $1,000. This is not financial advice, so don't take it as gospel truth, but do your own research to conclude if this is going to work for you, realizing that they say it's a highly speculative market. There's a lot of volatility here. Now, one of the things that I will say is when there's red, that's when you want to buy. When there's green, that means things are up, okay? So red means buy because it's opposite, right? Because at a green light, you're like, go. But red light means stop. Here, we're saying red lights mean go, buy, and green lights mean hold. Don't hold short. Like, don't try to jump in unless you really, really believe that it's going to the moon or got potential to go to the moon from there. So here's an example of a cryptocurrency that is in the red. So that's the number one thing, is always try to buy a position that's lower than it normally has been. So if we just take a look at this in practice, let's take a look at the monthly. So you would see that IOTA has been as high as 548. It's currently sitting at 392. So you know that at some point it will more than likely revisit its highs. Okay, now that could take 5 months, 6 months, it could take a year, but at some point in time it will revisit its highs. All right, more than likely. And a tech like this is a good tech to get into. All right, but the thing is, I think at this particular moment, IOTA has more room to pull back because of the current situation. So I would not jump into IOTA as my number one position right now to jump into, but it is in buy-friendly zone. If you're trying to get into IOTA right now is probably a decent time, but I wouldn't do it because I think there's better buys out there, if that makes sense. So if I was to have $1,000, what would I do? Well, I would put $1,000 straight up into Bitcoin all the way, especially since it's not at an all-time high. All right, so let's take a look at this. Bitcoin's all-time high is 18,197. It's sitting at 16,656. Bitcoin is the granddaddy. It's the mothership. It's whatever you want to call it. It's the big kahuna. It's the, hey, it's Bitcoin. Everyone knows about Bitcoin probably by now, including your grandma and grandpa, right? So when grandma and grandpa start hearing about it, the first thing they say is, no, I'm not interested. But what they say when they heard about Facebook? No, I'm not interested. Then the next thing you know, hey, grandma, did you have me on Facebook, right? Hey, grandma, did you send me Bitcoin for Christmas, right? Something like that. So, but keep in mind, after it hit that, it did pull back into 13,645, which is a great time to buy because anytime you get that kind of reduction off of an all-time high, you're styling. Now, it pulled back, but you can see just in the price action what kind of volatility Bitcoin has. And it's on a low right now. And some technical analysis people, this is what they're looking for. They're looking for the lows, the recent lows, and they're comparing it. So if you're on a 7-day, what's the recent low? All right, so here on the 7-day, it's been as low as 13,418. So it could potentially pull back to 13,000 because that's where it will find its resistance. But it's finding resistance here around 16.5, again around about 16.5, and right here it dipped below 13 or 16.1. So really, Bitcoin could potentially pull back. It has the indicators in place from a technical analysis position to suggest that Bitcoin could be pulling back a little bit if you're just looking at head and shoulders charts. But technical analysis isn't always right, and you have to go with your gut sometimes, and you can't always go with, the charts. The charts are a way to measure it, but it's not the final play, right? So here's what we're saying: buy about $1,000 of Bitcoin. Hold a position in Bitcoin, whether it be $200 worth of that Bitcoin, $500 in Bitcoin, whatever you'd like to do. But I would suggest keeping a fraction of that Bitcoin for the long haul, because at some point Bitcoin's going to $40,000, $50,000, maybe even as high as $1 million, according to some who have suggested that. Now, with that being said, anytime you buy altcoins, you're betting against Bitcoin. So here's one of the things that I like to suggest. You're in this to basically try and get that $1,000 to turn into to one Bitcoin. So it's not that you're necessarily guaranteed to get there, but that's basically your objective, is to grow your cryptocurrency balance to get towards one Bitcoin. And in doing that, you'll eventually grow your portfolio, assuming that Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market continues to surge towards a $1 trillion market cap, currently sitting at just a half a trillion dollar market cap. So keeping a fraction in Bitcoin, whether it be 1/4, 1/2, that's up to you. But me personally, I would say I would probably keep 1/4 of that in Bitcoin. So that would be about $250 worth of Bitcoin, right? So I'll hold that. Then in normal market conditions, I would have taken out a position in Ripple, but because Ripple's at all-time highs, I'm staying away from that. Normally, I would have suggested taking out a position in Litecoin, but since Litecoin's at all-time highs, I'm staying away from that. So what I'm looking for is strong buying opportunities, and I'm looking for cryptocurrencies on the dip. Now, with that being said, IOTA is fitting into that red zone here, so to speak, and it's a top 10. So, but I do think that IOTA is going to pull back a little bit more. So I think you could wait on IOTA, but at the same time, it might be a good time to take out some IOTA, but I'm going to go ahead and skip that because I skipped it earlier. I'm not just going to FOMO or FUD out of it, right? But anyway, so Cardano. I would say take out a position in Cardano. That's what I would do. I would take out because Cardano's proven that it's stable now around the 12 to 13 cents. Well, anywhere between 10 to 13 cents, Cardano's a pretty safe buy. So I would actually take out another position on Cardano, and I would put about $250 worth of that. So I'd put another 1/4 into Cardano, essentially, right? So Cardano, I like it at this price. It's proven to be stable at this price because it's been about now, I want to say, let's see, I think it's been 2 weeks now that it's hovered around the 10 to, yeah, I mean, it's been well above it, but let's see right here. It's definitely been about 2 weeks here from what I'm seeing, where it's been in between the 10 to 13 cent range, you see? So it's proven, it's kind of flatlined here at this price point, and because of that, sure, it's in the green a little bit, and I get that, but it's not crazy in the green, and it's proven to be stable at this price. If it goes below 12 cents, for sure, it's a buying opportunity. I like it 11 cents, 10 cents more than I like it at 13 cents, but even at 13 cents, I still think that Cardano would be worth taking out another 1/4 of the position. So far, because what I'm doing with you is I'm going over the current market conditions as if I have $1,000 right now. Things change in the cryptocurrency market so frequently. IOTA could be at 388 and then it could be at 450, like within the span of 30 minutes. So you guys have to realize that's the truth. So you can't say, well, Jeff, well, you're changing your mind throughout this video. Well, yeah, I have to be flexible. I'm in cryptocurrency, guys. 3 months in cryptocurrency is like 3 years in normal time. I mean, where else are you going to get these kind of gains? We're in hyper velocity right now, guys. So when I'm making this video, I'm being real with you. If you can't handle being real, then you have to check your whole approach to the way you're going about things, because we're in reality, guys. So yeah, right now in these current market conditions and evaluating this, I'm taking a look at Cardano. I told you why I like Cardano at this price, because it's stabilized. It's proven that it's at a price point. I told you I like it at 11 cents, but I'll take it at 13 cents. I also like Bitcoin below 17,000, so I take out my position on Bitcoin. So we're still rolling through here. We're looking for good buying opportunities, and we're looking for the next big thing. So now that we got two strong core positions from the top 20, let's look for good buying opportunities outside of that. Let's see what's in the red as we start dipping down. All right. Yeah, sure. Monacoin, that's great. Whatever. I'm going to pass Monacoin on this one because I'm not that big on it. I'm definitely passing Einsteinium because it had a crazy rise and I'm not that big on it. Vertcoin, I would now, because I do like Litecoin, I would take out a position on Vertcoin at this price, straight up. This is like a brother to Litecoin, a cheaper alternative, got tons of room to grow. I would take out, I would buy probably, I wouldn't buy $250 worth, but I would say take out 10 Vertcoins. It's less than 100, or you could put $100 into it, right? So right now we're at about $600 used. So get $100 worth of Vertcoin. That leaves us with another 400 to work with, right? And these are rough estimates, but you get 10 Vertcoin at that price. Then PivX. I'm going to take out some PivX. We're going to take out. Let's get $100 worth of PivX. So how many PivX can we get? Now this is a privacy coin. It's kick butt privacy coin. John McAfee today said get some privacy coins. PivX. I like PivX. So I'm going to say $100 worth of these. So you get 20 PivX. That leaves us with $300 to work with, right? Thereabouts. So I'm still moving through. Sure, PivX is up in the green, but look at 4.20%. It's basically stabilized. I mean, it could be 4.20% in the red or green. It doesn't really matter. It's not really. It's stable right now. So it's got room to grow. So as I'm continuing to go through here, notice I'm going to pass 10x because I'm not super bullish on that. I'm going to stop here at Verge. But the problem with Verge is I made the video yesterday about Verge and I was bullish on it, but Verge is taken off. So, it's at all-time highs right now, but I'd really like to suggest Verge. That's up to you. I'll leave that up to you guys. So we're still rolling through here. We're looking for good buys in this range. I'm going to pass Walton on this particular video because I'm actually going to refresh this because we're looking at a volatile market here. I mean, we're in reality, guys. This is not make believe. So we're still looking for great buying opportunities if they come up. I like Dragon Chain, but it's difficult, and you guys got to learn how to use Ether Delta, and I don't have time to go over how to use Ether Delta, although we are going to make a video about that. So we're just going to keep going. We're looking for nice buying opportunities that exist. Here we go. We got some red here. Obviously, we had red here, but I didn't see any of these coins that I really cared about. But here we go. We got Substratum. No, I'm going to pass on Substratum. I'm going to say there's better opportunities out there. I do like Ubiq. I would say consider taking out a position in Ubiq, but maybe pick up. Let's see. Let's take a look at Ubiq and see what I would like about it. Okay, so it's got a very nice circulating supply, a very nice price, lots of room to grow in the market cap. So let's take out, you know what? Yeah, these guys won the FinTech Awards in Canada. So let's go ahead and take out another 100 on a buy like Ubiq because it's down over the 7 days. I like Ubiq. I don't know how you say the U, but the point is that I like this. It's got time to rise. It's got room to grow. So in this particular case, the indicators are there, the red, and it's got the FinTech Awards, so it's backed by some hype or some credibility for their tech. And yeah, Ubiq at this price, I'm saying put $100 in there. How many can you get for $100? You can get about 50 of them, right? Now, if it goes up to, let's say it gets to $1 billion market cap at some point, you'll be looking at over 10 times gains on Ubiq. So this one can give you 10 times gains. So there you go. Now that leaves us with, I believe, $200. I'm not writing all this down, but I like Ubiq at that price. Sonam, if you've been watching my videos, we got our gains out of Sonam because we made the video at 10 cents. It's at 17 cents, so we're going to have to pass on Sonam right now, although I do believe Sonam has room to grow, but I'm kind of looking for really good buys for you. QuantStamp. Take a look at QuantStamp. Go ahead and take out another $100 on QuantStamp. Load up on QuantStamp. It's down over the last 7 days. Give this thing about a year, and you're going to be pretty stoked about that. But it could take a lot less than a year because we're in the world of cryptocurrency. 1 year is really like what, 2 months, right? Anyways, guys, so that leaves us with, I want to say $200. No, $100. And I apologize if I got the math wrong because I'm not writing any of this down. But I'm giving you an idea of the approach that you can take. So QuantStamp, $100 in QuantStamp. Let's do one more $100 trade here and see where the deal's at. So I just gave you QuantStamp, and we're looking for one more. We're down here in the no man's land. We're looking, this is, in here, if you get it right here, you're going to look at 10, 20, 30, 40% gains. And that's where you're looking to make some big money. But I'm not seeing anything that's catching my eye right off the cuff. So I'm definitely staying away from something silly like that. Spank coin with 205% rise, like really? Like what is that, a pumper and dumper? I don't know. Anyway, so not really seeing anything that's catching my eye in this range. Doesn't mean there's not. There's probably tons of stuff in here. I got one for you. I know exactly the one that I'm going to give you. It's this one, Monetha. Guys, check out Monetha. At this range here, look at this. It's flat. It's dying. It's like it's not dying. It looks like it's dying. It's playing dead. But that's when you're going to get the whoop, because it's got good tech, it's solid, it's credible, and it's got a lot of room to grow. So yes, Monetha at 7 cents. Oh heck yeah. Oh heck yeah. I'll take out $100 and accumulate a ton. I get a grip load of these, right? Look at that circulating supply. This thing goes up to 35 cents. You just made what? 5 times gains thereabouts. So how would you feel about that? Okay, if it goes up to $5, how are you going to feel about that then? You see, so that's going to get you a whole lot closer to Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin, so that's the last one, guys. If Bitcoin goes up to, in order to get 2 times gains out of Bitcoin, Bitcoin's got to go to thereabouts, what, $32,000? In order to get 4 times gains out of Bitcoin, you're going to need Bitcoin to go to $64,000. I just showed you Monetha, which could easily get you 10 times gains. So that's, yeah, you're betting against Bitcoin, but you're going for something that you think could get 10 times gains. And you know, Bitcoin to get to $64,000, my goodness, that's going to be tough. Okay, so I just gave you what I would buy if I had $1,000 and how I would do it. I would buy Bitcoin. This is based on the current market conditions right now. It could change by tonight. It could change by, oh, I'll throw in one added bonus after I go through this list of the ones, the recap, okay? Bitcoin, Cardano. So I did Bitcoin, Cardano. Let's see what else. We did Vertcoin, talking about sitting on $100 worth of Vertcoin, which will give you about 11 of them. Sitting on some PivX, which will be stoked. I told you to consider Verge, but we're going to pass on that because it's sitting at a massive all-time high. From I don't know how much influence these videos are having, but I'm not going to let myself think that these videos have that much impact. But yeah, that was interesting to see that just pick up. You could take a look at Ethos, but Ethos just appears to just be going down, 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 although that is in line with buy, buy, buy. Another one's Chainlink, but we're just doing the recap here. So I did say Ubiq, whatever you want to call it. That's one. I also like Grostal Coin. I'm just throwing in some extra coins to keep an eye on at these prices. But QuantStamp, there you go, guys. And there was one more that we added to the list here, and it was Monetha. And I don't know where Monetha is on this list, but get that Monetha. And then the last one that I'm going to do, that's the bonus, okay? As you can see, I think a lot. I'm not just lame braining it around here. I'm thinking. I'm using my thinking caps, and I talk too when I make these videos, because why watch the video if I'm thinking to myself? Anyway, so Electroneum. Electroneum, massive sell-off has occurred. Massive what? Buying opportunity. Now, don't be surprised if Electroneum continues to pull back, but it looks like it's finding stability around the 5-6 cent range. It's a buying opportunity. It will more than likely revisit these highs, and there are people out there who say that Electroneum can hit $20, which I've never said that, but they've said that. So when you go see what the videos are on Electroneum. But this is the wild card. I didn't put it in the main list because it is such a wild card right now. I don't want to put a wild card in there in the main core list, but I will give you the Joker's Wild, and this is the Joker's Wild card right here, Electroneum. For right now, Electroneum is the wild card. Accept it. There's going to be wild cards, guys. There's just going to be wild cards. If you can't handle wild cards, that's okay. Not everybody's going to handle wild cards. So anyways, guys, this is Jeff with Altcoin Buzz. If you're new here, you can subscribe. If you're already subscribed and you like videos like this, hit that bell. And let me know about some of these coins. Let me know what you would do with $1,000, how you would fork it, how you would divide it up. Would you hold more Bitcoin? Would you keep half Bitcoin and then fork it 100, 100, 100 into these other crypto? Fork it 5 times. That's 5 by 100 is the rest of the remainder. So you get 5 coins at $100 each. Or what would you do? What would you do with $1,000 and you were talking to a newbie? This is just what I would do under these current market conditions. It doesn't mean these are my favorite coins. It just means these are my favorite buying opportunities at these prices. All right, guys. So this is Jeff with Altcoin Buzz. We'll see you next time.